Hi everyone, welcome to your pick a card reading. This is a special pick a card reading because this reading was actually chosen by one of my giveaway winners. Her name is Susan, and this reading is to get message from your angels, your ancestors, and your spirit guides. So thank you, Susan, for choosing this topic, and I do want to apologize for not posting this video a little sooner. What you're going to do for this pick a card is you are going to pick one of these cards or a number that's just really resonating with you, whichever one really stands out to you first. Then you'll go to the description box below, find the timestamp for the number or the card that you chose, and then go ahead and enjoy your reading. Hello, group number one. Welcome to your pick a card reading. This reading is going to give you messages from your angels, your ancestors, and your spirit guides. So let's go ahead and get right into this reading. Shuffle one more time. Okay. So let's see, for group number one, what is the message that group number one most needs to hear from their ancestors? What is the message group number one needs to hear from their ancestors? Okay, so the first card that came out, the message that your ancestors really want you to know or to listen to is the lady. And it says, enjoy growth and reap the rewards. Okay. Now the next card, let's see. Put this into your life. How can you incorporate growth and reaping the rewards? Let's see. Okay, so the next card that came out is the Air Guardian. Shift your perspective. And then we're going to go over all of these cards, but I'm going to get one more card, and that is going to be what the healing message. What is the healing message that your ancestors really want to give to you at this time? So let's see what the healing message is. Okay, let me put these down. Ooh, okay, so the healing messages, or the message that your ancestors want you to know, is to see beyond the current situation. Okay. So first, let's talk about the lady. The lady, the message, the main message that your ancestors want you to hear is enjoying the growth and reaping the rewards. So think of it like this. The lady is like the empress in the traditional tarot deck. She is abundant, creative, bountiful. She's connected to nature. She has this material energy, this nurturing energy, this goddess energy. And she's also holding an apple. And the apple has to do with kind of like drawing in your male counterpart. And it talks about being fertile and growth and just abundance. So, one of the messages with this card is that there is abundance all around you, surrounding you all the time. You may be somebody that really loves nature and loves being in nature, but a couple of other things with this card is, having to do with fertility and that kind of abundance. So the lady is very like motherly, just like the Empress. The Empress is pregnant with, could be a child, but also pregnant with ideas. But another thing that the Empress also wants is the male counterpart. So if you are not currently in a relationship, your ancestors really want you to, reap the benefits of what all the work that you've put in. Enjoy the growth and also growing within yourself and having that counterpart. So if you are single, you know, your ancestors are also wanting you to, not be so single anymore. Find somebody that is going to nurture and love you and support you and give you that abundance that you need. Now, the next card, the Air Guardian. So shift your perspective. And this is the card that can best, help you integrate this growth and rewards into your life, the Air Guardian. And what the Air Guardian talks about is being all up in your head about things. So, if you know anything about the normal tarot deck, swords have to do with your thoughts, your mentality, things like that. And the Air Guardian has to do with that as well. So, what this is telling me is that something that you do is you get in your head about things. You may even talk yourself out of doing something before you start it. And because maybe you're scared to do something or you think about it too much. And before you even try to do it, you're like, that's not going to work. I'm not even going to try it. So the guardian angels want you to shift that perspective. Get out of your head. And one of the easiest ways to get out of your head is with meditation. Now, one thing I can say is that the more you think about something, the more easily it will get created in your life. When you focus your attention on something all the time, whatever it is, positive or negative, that will manifest in your life. So, if you have things manifesting currently in your life that you don't want, it's because you're drawing those things in. So you have to shift your perspective and think about other things if you want to manifest other things or draw other things into your life. It's like if you're only putting out negativity, negativity is what you're going to attract. But when you're sending out positivity, positivity is what you attract. Now, this card I think is the perfect next card after shifting your perception, because what this card talks about is that, you don't have to be clairvoyant to predict the future. It's about being able to see clearly enough to create the best future for yourself. So, right now, you're being encouraged by your ancestral guides and angels to see beyond what you think is happening. Don't allow your ego or doubts to play games with you, kind of like what I was saying over here. Instead of seeing yourself as stuck or lost, know you are you're in an energetic holding space while the universe is kind of recalibrating that path that is more favorable for you. So at this time, change your perspective. Change your perspective to growth. Focus on the things that are going right in your life versus focusing on the things that are going wrong. When you focus on what goes wrong, you just draw more of that to you. So focus on the things that are going right, all the abundance that you have in your life that's going right, and you will start to draw more of that in. And then you'll start moving towards more uplifting and enlightening things. So stay calm and keep your eye on the prize. Now let's see what your angels have to say. Okay, first card, Four of Water. Okay. Oops, let's see, next card, angels. And for group one, what kind of messages do you have for group one? Okay, Two of Water, and I'm going to go over all of these in just a second. Any other? Ooh, that one flew out. Let me just grab that. Okay, so you have all water here from the angels. So this is all about your emotions, what could be going on in your love life right now. But let's start with the Four of Water. The Four of Water is, there's a couple of different meanings with this card. You may have felt like you missed an opportunity in love, or you may be bored in your current relationship. So it's one or the other. There maybe was a situation that you maybe passed on, or maybe you didn't go out on that date with that person, and now they're on Instagram with somebody else. Or you are in a relationship and you are bored in that relationship. But then next, right here, we have the Two of Cups. Now, there are some different messages with this card, but the messages having to do with relationships is forgiveness and a positive resolution to conflict. So let's say if you have been in a relationship and you have been getting bored in this situation, or maybe you've been fighting with your spouse or your boyfriend or girlfriend, and you were just really going back to that past opportunity that you passed up. And you have been really feeling discontentment because you're like, man, maybe I passed up the one. But I see that this relationship that your angels are talking about, and this doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. This could be a business relationship. This could be a best friend relationship. You know, your angels are talking here about forgiveness and a positive resolution to conflict. So I do see that whatever issue that has been going on in this relationship is going to come to resolution soon. And there's going to be forgiveness. Then right here, we actually have the Ten of Water. The Ten of Water is completely, it's like the exact opposite of the Four of Water. You know, it's almost like this relationship was on its last leg. Somebody did something, and now the relationship has been revived. It's like you two are coming back together, and you may even be starting a family. Because this card, the Ten of Water, really does talk about family and, emotional rewards, trustworthy relationships. So even if it's not like a marriage and kids thing, if this is a business relationship, this is going to be a trustworthy, a long relationship that is going to be very abundant for you. So with your ancestors, it really looks like they want you to embrace the abundance that is surrounding you. Shift that perspective, get out of that negative thinking, and go beyond your current situation. Another way to go beyond your current situation is to meditate. Meditate and visualize your future. That's how you can go beyond and really get to the conclusion of something, or even visualize your Ten of Water. Because down here with your angels seem to think that there is something going on with a relationship. And that boredom or that missed opportunity is probably because there's conflict going on in the relationship right now. But just know that your angels are saying that this conflict is going to go away. It's going to be resolved in a positive way, and forgiveness is going to come in and clear all of this out. Then this relationship turns into something very rewarding and trustworthy. There could be marriage, there could be children, or this could just be a wonderful, best friend relationship, or even a wonderful business relationship. Now, the last thing I want to do is I want to get a postcard from our spirit guides, or from your spirit guides. And let's see what they have to say. So, spirit guides, what message do you have for group number 1? Spirit. Oof, that one flipped out. Okay, so let's look at the front of this. All right, so the front of this card, and I love these cards, by the way. The front of this card says, be fearless. Yes. All right. Dearest you, are you taking yourself and your problems too seriously? Yeah, probably. Um, Maybe fear of the future is weighing on you. Whoa. We would like you to take a little break from all of that and start having fun. You hear that? You got to change your perspective. Have some fun. When you stop fixating on what has been making you heavy-hearted, we get a chance to move some magic in your direction. Oh my God, I think this is like such a perfect card for you. We just need you to let go a little. Spirit needs some room and gets very inspired by your laughter when you have fun. When was the last time you got really loose, silly, and goofy? Maybe you need to go dancing or watch some funny comedy and make you laugh. Or call the one friend you know call the one friend you know will remind you of how ridiculous and delightfully giddy you can be. You will return refreshed and renewed and ready to once again see the world as less daunting. And you will be ready to receive in perfect timing the bounty that Spirit has for you. Don't you just love how much we care about you? Yes, we sure do. Now, I love this reading. Your ancestors gave us some messages, your angels gave us some messages, and then Spirit just kind of summed it all up for us. So, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Make sure to hit the like button and leave a comment below, especially if you want me to do more readings like this. And then I will see you next time. Bye. Hello, group number 2. Welcome to your ancestor, angel, and spirit reading. Um, let's go ahead and just get started. I'm going to shuffle these cards. We're going to get some messages from your ancestors, from your angels, and then we will also get a message from your spirit guide. All right. So let's see. Whoop. Okay, well, the first card that just flipped right on over is the Knight. It says, be brave and honest. Now, the first card that flips over, this is the main message that your ancestors would like you to know. To be brave and to be honest. Okay? Now, let's see. How can you be brave and honest? Well, man, they are talking and that card flew out on the floor. This card actually flew out across the room. All right. Now, this card, the main message that they wanted you to know is to be brave and honest. And then how you can be more brave and honest, it says Fire Guardian. Ignite your passion. So yeah, you have to do what, lights you up inside. Otherwise you're not being brave and you're not being honest to yourself. So I totally get that. Now, let's see what the last and final message from your ancestors is. Okay, so let's see what that says. Okay, the Peacekeeper. Let go of the need to be right. Yeah, that's a hard one. That's a real hard one. So let's first talk about this main message, the Knight. Be brave and honest. Now, doing the right thing isn't always the easiest option, but you need to stand up for what you believe in, to be right and true. You have to stand up for what is right and true. The energy of this is really with respect. And it's respect is something that is really important for you right now because you're being encouraged to figure out what is important to you and what you stand for. So, what is it in your life that you would stand up for? Would you stand up for that person trying to walk across the street? Are you going to help somebody on the playground being bullied? What are you going to stand up for? If you're in a space of, opposition, you're being guided to follow with integrity. Because even if it seems that the progress is slow now, the rewards are going to be so much more abundant. So you're being surrounded by the light of bravery to help you and to help you do what you know is right. A couple other messages for this card is justice. So if you've been longing for justice, this card is going to bring that justice, things back into order for you. Another thing this card talks about is that if you have made a mistake, to be brave and be honest and own that mistake. Don't run away from it. Don't lie about it. Be like, yeah, you know what? I did that. I apologize and I'll do whatever it takes to make it better. All right, the next card, the Fire Guardian. Ignite your passions. So, this card is really trying to figure out what you can be brave. What are you going to stand up for? What do you think is right? Then here, we're igniting our passions. We're finding out what really turns that fire on. And with the Fire Guardian, you know, this can bring the burning desires that can lead to great expansion. And the Fire Guardian comes in to awaken the side of yourself and just burn away any fear or shame that stands behind you and what you want. So when you make up your mind about what you want, don't be ashamed to go out there and get it. Embody the Fire Guardian once you have figured that out. Another message of this card, it actually talks about sexuality and really kind of exploring your sexuality. And if that has been something that maybe you haven't been so, brave about or even honest about, this might be, the card that's coming in to say it's okay to explore that sexuality. It's okay to ignite that fire guardian within you. And it's okay to explore all of those options. If you're already in a relationship, this card, the Fire Guardian, could ignite greater spirituality or a greater sexual connection between you and your partner. Figure out what you want and be brave, be honest, tell that person. It's not weird. Go ahead and tell them. Then, last but not least, the Peacekeeper. And it says, let go of the need to be right. Yeah. So, there may be a stressful situation that's going on right now, but there is a warrior within you that wants to rise up, prove your point, and get the truth across. Okay? But you're being reminded by your ancestors that truth will always be revealed in the end. And it's more important at this time to avoid arguments or heated discussions where you'll be fighting a losing battle. There is much more power in choosing to move forward from a higher perspective. This will allow you to connect deeply to the guidance within and your intuition. Your intuition will always lead you towards the healing of the situation. Okay? Choose peace. You know it's calling you. I can give you a perfect example of this that I've actually had within my own family, because when we've had like the elections that have been going on, you know, some side of the family is one way, some side of the family is another way. And each side feels very adamantly about their side. Now, if side A goes to side B and tries to convince side B to switch sides, they're not going to do it because side B is firm in their stance. And all it's going to end up doing is just causing fighting and stress and arguments. And if you know ahead of time when you're going into a situation like that, it's better to just leave it alone than to go ahead and, stir up all of that energy again. So let go of the need to be right, or let go of the need to prove your point to somebody. Sometimes You can't prove your point to them. They just won't get it. Now let's go ahead and get some messages from your angels. I gotta shuffle that differently. All right. Okay, so angels. Whoa, okay. What is that card? Ooh, Page of Fire. So we got some fire coming out for you. All right. We'll go over that in just a second. Let me pull 2 more cards. Angels, what messages do you have for group number 2? Angels, what messages are for group number 2? Ooh, the Dreamer, I like that. The Fool. Oh, okay. And the Knight of Fire. All right, so you got a lot of fire here. All right, there's a lot of passion going on here. Okay, we got the Fire Guardian. Then we have the Knight of Fire or I'm sorry, the Page of Fire and the Knight of Fire. So both of these cards are court cards. Now, usually when you get court cards, it's like a specific person or a specific trait. Now, I'm thinking that these 2 cards, these are what your angels really want you to embody right now, especially with this being brave and honest. Once you've figured out what it is that you want to stand up for, you got to be outgoing, courageous, confident, passionate, adventurous, self-assured. Yes. Now, the messages with this card are, news, like an exciting new endeavor or like an exciting new job opportunity, something that really lights that fire under, something that you're passionate about, okay? Then here with the Dreamer, this is the Fool, the leap of faith, following your dreams, unexpected opportunities, okay? So something that you are really passionate about is just going to like materialize in your plate. This is going to be new, and you're going to have to take this leap of faith and follow your dreams to these unexpected opportunities. Okay? Then here, adventurous, passionate, self-assured. What this says is that a sudden event that needs immediate attention. Okay? Think things through carefully. Okay? So, you want to think about this very carefully, what you want to be passionate about, because it's almost like the second you decide what it is that you want to, be brave, what you want to be passionate about, it just materializes in your life. You may be an amazing manifester, okay? But you have to be careful and really know that that's exactly what you want, because even if it's not, the universe is going to bring that to you. And then you might have to manifest something else if that's not exactly what you wanted, okay? So, wow, I have a lot of fire coming in for you. I really think that your ancestors really just kind of want you to pick something to ignite that passion, that drive, that direction in you. Be brave and honest. Let go of the need to be right or to get your point across to somebody. Sometimes you cannot change somebody's point of view or how they think. And then down here, we've got all this fire and this new opportunity to follow your dreams. I think that this was an amazing reading from your ancestors and your angels. Now, last but not least, I want to get a postcard from your spirit guides. So, spirit guides, what message do you have for group number 2? That popped out. Okay. All right, so the bottom of this card, it says, with love. Okay. Dearest you, selfless giving is an elixir so sweet and life-giving and amazing that it should be customary for everyday living. Right now, Generosity is being asked of you. Let go of a debt, release obligation, or do a solid kindness to someone for no other reason than as an exercise of the heart. You will be surprised how quickly a generous heart is repaid. We know it often doesn't happen in the immediate exchange, so temper your expectations. Know that life has an uncanny way of sending miracles seamlessly unrelated to your kindness, yet interconnected in magical ways. The more you act from generosity, the bigger your heart grows and the more love and abundance you will experience. We also know that someone could be entering your life with a generous offer for you. Hello! Take it and trust you are worthy and deserving of it. You have to receive, not just give. Okay? We love you so much over here. Oh, I love that. And that just kind of reassured this bottom half. Like, you just have to, you know, follow your dreams. Unexpected things are going to happen to you. Be brave and honest. And that's where I think also being brave and honest comes in too, is when you stand up for when you know something is right or standing up when you know something is wrong. Because doing that in the end is going to create so much abundant spiritual energy that's just going to flow right back to you. So that was a great reading. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Make sure to hit the like button and leave me a comment below if you want more readings like this. And I will see you next time. Bye. Hello, group number 3. Welcome to your pick a card reading. This reading is going to give you messages from your ancestors, your angels, and your spirit guides. So let's go ahead and get right into the messages. These first messages are going to be messages from your ancestors. So what is the main message that your ancestors want you to know? The main message that your ancestors want you to know, group 3, is the drum. It says dream and journey. Okay, so now let's see, how can you incorporate that, or what other messages? Ooh, okay. Ooh, okay, so the second message that your guardian angels have for you is the heart guardian. Love and let yourself be loved. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, what is the final message? Okay, the seer. I think we actually got this for group 1 in the same position as well. So the seer, see beyond your current situation. All right, so let's first talk about the drum. Now, the main thing that they talk about with this card is the beat, boom, 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 of the drum. Now, have you been to a drum circle? Have you gone to a meditation class where they do drumming? Because the drum beat can become hypnotic, and it can send those listening into an altered state that can allow them to journey into spiritual realms and also meet their spirit guides. So, or not just their guides, but their ancestral guides, not just their spirit guides. So, a couple messages with this card is that if you have been wanting to get direct messages from your ancestors or your guides, one of the easiest ways to do that is with meditation and going within, because you are always connected to your ancestors, your guides, and your angels. No matter what, you're always connected. The easiest way to reach them is by picking up that telephone of communication, which is meditation, and calling them. That's the best way to do that. So if you've been really wanting to receive messages from your ancestors, going to a meditation class, even a Zoom meditation class where they might do drumming and things like that can really help, getting to that dream-like reality, that inner vision. Another thing that this card talks about are the things that you see when you're in your dreams. If you see things like if you have a dream all the time that's constant and recurring, you know, that has the potential to become reality. So, what are you dreaming about? Next, let's talk about the heart guardian. So, have you been dreaming of love maybe? Because love is all around you at this time with the heart guardian. Love and let yourself be loved. You are love. You are lovable and you are loving. The energy of love is surrounding your whole world at this time. Your ancestors are swirling around you and they are encouraging you to open your heart and reveal the blessings that you have to offer. They want you to know that you are a highly loving being who deserves to give and receive love. If you're finding it challenging to feel love at this time, it's important to give yourself credit and to start with loving yourself. So, the first thing that I actually want to say to you is, do you love yourself? Because if you don't love yourself, other people aren't going to love you either. If you have been dreaming about love, the first thing that I want to say to you is work on loving yourself. Once you can give unconditional love to yourself, you open the door for unconditional love to be received by you from somebody else. Also, know that this card ushers in the energies of love. So, if you have been meditating, if you have been manifesting a new love, just know that that love is right around the corner. Then, last but not least, the seer. See beyond your current situation. And I kind of think that this really just ties it all together because if you're wanting love, your ancestors are telling you that love is here. But if you're only looking at the current situation and if your current situation is no love or a lack of love, and all you're doing is focusing on the current situation, then all you're going to do is manifest more lack of that thing because that's all you're thinking about. So, how you change that energy is to stop thinking about outside love and focus on the inside love because you have that right now. And when you focus on loving yourself, you can see beyond that current situation and you open the door for love to come in. So, your ancestors want to tell you not to let your ego, you know, play doubts in your mind. Don't let your ego play games with you. Instead of seeing yourself as stuck or lost in love, know that you're an energetic being and the universe is going to bring that energy to you once you're sending it out. So stay calm, keep your eye on this prize if that's what you're manifesting. And before you know it, the guardian of love will bring that relationship, that self love, or even that best friend connection right to you. Now, let's go ahead and get some messages from your angels. Okay, angels. Whoa, what messages do you have for group number 3? So, the first card that flew out, like across the table, is, let me show you, the Hermit. Okay, and the Hermit, I call the Hermit the Lone Ranger of the deck because the Hermit spends time alone. He is the quiet meditator. He's the spiritual teacher, but he's also on the path of self-discovery. And coming up right underneath the drum, it seems to be fitting. You're dreaming, you're probably manifesting, you're probably trying to think about what exactly you want. This is your self-discovery phase, okay? Now, to draw what you want to you, once you figure that out, you have to go and meditate. You know, do that Zoom, that virtual online drum meditation class. You can even go to my meditation studio. It's called Liberate Hollywood. They're online, they're on Zoom, they're on, Eventbrite, and they do all of their meditations live on Zoom. And if you miss it, they'll send you the recording. So there's really no excuse to not go and do something like that. Now let's see what the next message that your angels have for you. Okay, this card popped over. All right, the Sun, another major arcana. So you're really on a path of self-discovery. This is a major arcana, so this is a major life thing. You also have another major arcana, the Sun, okay? Ooh, this is actually my guardian angel, Uriel, with his ruby red flame. I'll get it. I'm not even going to get into that. But so the Sun is the most positive, happy outcome card in the deck. It actually says on the bottom, happy outcome, brilliant new ideas that lead to success. Have confidence in yourself. And I actually think that's perfect for right underneath the heart guardian, because you have to have confidence in yourself. You have to love yourself. Once you love yourself, love will come right to you. Okay, now let's get one more card. Okay, these are just, okay. One more angel card, please, for group number 3. One more card, angels. Oh, okay, that one came out. Get out of here, another awakening. Okay. So this one says awakening. All right. Look at things from a different perspective. Okay. This, kind of goes along with the seer. See beyond your current situation. Look at things from a different perspective. It might feel like things are standing still, like things are taking forever to get accomplished. It's important to be yourself. It's important to also love yourself. Okay? So we have some major things here from your angels. They've given us some pretty major messages. The first one, I think, is this self-discovery and meditation, which goes perfectly with the drum, dreaming in your journey. Then the heart guardian, love and let yourself be loved. Love yourself. And then right under that, you have the Sun, the most happy, positive, successful card in the deck. And then the seer, see beyond your current situation. Look at things from a different perspective. It's important to be yourself. So I think the messages that your ancestors and your angels want you to know is that, number one, they love you just the way that you are. You have to love you just the way that you are too. There is not one single person on this earth like you other than you. You are the only you out there. So love yourself, embrace yourself. And once you do that, everything will manifest in divine timing. Now, I'm going to get one more message, and this is going to be a message from your spirit guides. And I love these postcards. Okay, so this is for group number 3. What message do you have for group number 3? What message do you have for group number 3, spirit guides? Oh, okay. Okay, so at the bottom of this card, you probably can't see it. It says, you are magical. Okay. Dear you are in such good shape right now that we're all doing a happy dance. All right. In this moment, you have the power to make a choice, to get with spirit, and to co-create a miracle. You may wonder where all of this is going, but if you want to manifest your desires for the highest good, you need to stay focused on the now. All power is in the present moment. Ask yourself, what are your dominant thoughts now? What beliefs are you motivated by? Do you have clarity right now? How is your conscious contract with the divine? Are you plugged in, or are you trying to do life all by your small self? Get rid of negative energy now. Resentments be gone. Forgiveness and love enter, please. You can do your life beautifully and create your most powerful future right here, right now, in this moment. Aren't you thrilled to know you have such a huge cheering section over here? Love and hugs always. Yes. I mean, I feel like this goes right along with the sun, which is just so much encouragement and positivity. And to know that your spirit guides are basically surrounding you, just telling you to go for it, that they've got you, that you have such a big cheering section over here. I think this was an amazing message from your ancestors, your angels, and your spirit guides. I hope you like this message too. Please make sure to give this reading a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel and leave a comment below so I can know how I did on this reading, and especially if you want me to do more of these readings. I will see you next time. Until then, bye!